How's it going, guys? Mills by the Mile here. You guys want to hear a story about the first time I ever got knocked out? Okay, so the story behind me getting knocked out for the first time was actually, I got in a fight and I beat the dude up, and then his mom came and slapped me and I knocked out. Now, I'm actually really embarrassed of this story because it's just so stupid. But this is pretty much what happened. So there I was, just minding my own business in my previous apartments. You probably saw me ride through them in the last video. And well, I was like, one day I was like, you know what, I need to take out the trash. It's getting kind of high. You know how it is whenever you're a college student and you're lazy and you're tired and you just don't want to take the trash out. So I was like, you know what, I'm in the mood right now to take the trash out. Not really in the mood, you know, because that's just awkward. No, I was in the mood to take the trash out. I was like, I'm ready to get it the hell out of here. It smells bad. So I'm going out to take the trash out, and I noticed it's windy, and I get in my truck because I'm not about to walk 100 yards to the dumpster. So I load the trash up into my truck. I load the trash up into the back of my truck and I take it to the dumpster. So I get out, and there were like some other stuff. There was like soda boxes and stuff. I don't know why. Yeah, soda. I'm thinking I said pop, but no. Hey, he got a new motorcycle. That's awesome. So I load all the stuff up into my truck, take it to the dumpster. I start throwing the stuff in the dumpster. I open the door to the dumpster, and the wind starts to blow it kind of shut, you know. So here I am, bent over, about to throw this stuff in the dumpster, and as I start to come up, the door kind of closes. All I feel at that moment was like I raise up, and I felt like a how can I describe it? So it's kind of hard trying to describe this pain, because there really wasn't any pain. There really wasn't any pain. It was just like I felt like a really, I guess it was like pressure on the top of my head. That's the way I could explain it. It was really pressurized, and then I felt like a slight tingle, and then I just woke up on the ground. So after I woke up, my head was like kind of throbbing, but I didn't really think much about it. I didn't really think anything about it, really. So I get up, I look down, and whenever I look down, at this moment, blood just starts like gushing out of the top of my head. And I'm like, holy crap, what is going on? That was probably a dick move, but they had plenty of time to go, and I'm not waiting. I don't have anything to do today, but I'm not gonna wait on some college girl that doesn't know how to drive. So I stand up, look down, blood starts pouring out of my head. I'm like, oh my god, what just happened? So I take a picture of myself. This is probably the worst thing anybody could do. So like there's blood all in my face. You can tell it's like all in my hair, and it's like one whole side of my head is just caked in blood, because I was laying on the ground and my head was just bleeding. I don't know how long I was knocked out. All I know is I was knocked out. It was daylight. Whenever I woke up, it was daylight. So that's about the general time there. So I take a picture. One whole side of my face is like black from all this dried blood and everything, and then like there's still blood pouring out into my face. So I take a picture and I send it to my parents, and I'm like, I sent it to my dad, because I wasn't about to send something like that to my mom, because she would she would probably call 911 and have a flip out, panic attack and everything. So I sent it to my dad. And I thought about sending it and just putting help. But I was like, no, that might scare him too much. So I sent him the picture and I was just like, hey, I had an accident. And literally, the moment that picture sent and came up delivered, I was getting a phone call. They were like, oh my god, are you alright, are you alright? And I was like, yeah, here's what actually happened. And I don't think I've heard them laugh that hard in a long time. Like, I got knocked out by a dumpster. So I go to the doctor, or they call the lady that's over the apartment complex, and they're like, hey, can you go like watch over my kid? He's an idiot and he just like almost killed himself while throwing his trash away. So the lady comes to my apartment and I'm like, or I go up to my apartment because I know she's coming. So I go back up to my apartment to wait for her, and then I just get like extremely tired. Like, I'm talking like my head is still pouring blood at this point. I haven't had time to go get like a cold rag and put on it. I'm actually in the process of doing that. But I just remember feeling really tired, and I was like, alright, I'm gonna go lay down and take a nap until she comes and gets me. But something in my head was like, no, do not take a nap. Please, do not take a nap. Do not go to bed. You're already an idiot. You don't know how to throw trash away. Don't fall asleep now. So I'm sitting here, I'm like about to doze off. Whenever I say I'm about to doze off, I'm literally like going, like I can't move. I'm probably already in stage 1, what was it, REM sleep, whatever. And I hear a knock at the door, and that wakes me up. It brings me out of it. I go answer the door. She's looking at my head. She's like, okay, we need to go to the hospital. So I'm like, is it really that bad? She's like, yes. So we go to the hospital. Long story short, they take an x-ray. I have about a 2-inch gash on the top of my head, and it's fractured my skull, and I'm just like bleeding out. And the doctor, trying not to make it seem like it's that big of a deal, was like, hey, at least it goes with the part of your hair, so that way your hair's not going to be messed up. I was like, I have a hole in my skull and you're sitting here making jokes. What is wrong with you? So this doctor's like, hold up, let me go get some stitches, blah blah blah. And he goes and goes out of the room to get some stitches, which I knew I was gonna need stitches anyways. And he comes back, he's like, let's just go ahead and do staples. That cop hasn't sat there before, so I bet he's in there. Is he? No, he's not. So anyways, so he comes back and he's like, I just decided to give you staples. So he's putting the staples in my head, and for those of y'all who have never had an accident to where you have to have staples, literally, if you have ever seen a staple gun, like you know, like the little ones, not like the compressor, like the air compressor ones, but like the ones where you just squeeze and it's like ka-chunk, ka-chunk. That's literally what it is. So he puts it to my head and he squeezes the staple, and I feel it go in, and I'm like, oh my god, this is going to cause me to pass out. This hurts. He's like, yeah, let's just get it over with. You're gonna have to have like 6 staples and you'll be fine. So we get 1 out of the way, I'm good. We get 2 out of the way, I'm still doing okay. I mean, I'm like in pain, but I can tough it out. The 3rd one goes in and I hear him do, oh. So he messes up the staple. So he's sitting there looking, I have this crooked ass staple sticking out of the top of my head. People are laughing at me because they already know the story. And he's searching for a remover, like a staple remover. He pulls the staple out of my head and then goes in the exact same spot and gives me another staple. At this point, I'm like on the verge of hitting this doctor because it hurts so bad. He gives me my staples, he gives me some pain meds. He's like, go rest up, take these painkillers, blah blah blah. And I'm like, thank you so much, doctor, blah blah blah, you saved my life. As I'm walking out of the door, the doctor looks at me and he's like, Alright, so next time is your roommate's turn to take out the trash, right? And I just turn around and I walk out the door. I don't say anything to him. So that was the first time of me getting knocked out that I remember. Oh, I've seen these guys right here riding a lot. Anyways guys, that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed the little story I got to tell y'all today. I hope y'all got some laughs in, because honestly, looking back on it, it was a funny, stupid thing. It was just ridiculous. I was like, why did this have to be me? Why? I don't know. But anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you all got a good laugh out of it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe. And Mills out!